Alright, well, changing the oil in the 4066. Sorry about the heater. It's just a little chilly back here in the shop. I think it's about 15. It's 0 outside, or right at 0. So last time I changed it was 3 of 2019 at 172 hours. And we're rolling over about 250 hours right now. So actually a little over my 50-hour goal. We're about 25 hours over my 50-hour goal. But I mean, it only needs to be changed every 200, so not that big a deal. I went ahead, obviously took the loader off. I already have the side panel off. Side panels are just removed by one 10mm nut and bolt. So here's the nut on this side, here's the bolt right here. Pretty simple. I am sure as time goes on, these tractors will all go to standard hardware. Though somebody will they'll lose that 10mm and they'll go to something else, you know, whatever they can find. Farmer fix as normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crawl up under there and drain the oil out, and then put new oil in, get a new filter and stuff. Should have all that on hand, and we'll go from there. So let me get set up and then we'll move forward. Alright, so all set up here. First thing we need to do is check the oil. Should be fine. I checked it right before I started blowing. Yep, about midway mark between the full and the add. Exactly where I want it. You only have to remove one side panel to change the oil on this machine. But I would recommend removing the loader. If not, the loader lines are in the way of the filter. They're in the way of the loader mast, is in the way of the dipstick, all kinds of things. So let's see if we can get some oil out. Never remember which size it is. Oh, that's it. There we go. All right. Sorry if my head's in the way, but I do need to see what I'm doing. My next oil change I'm going to do right at 50 hours. And I'm going to send the oil off for sampling. For those of you who have not done that before. I'm also at the same time going to send some other stuff off for sampling that I'll keep that as a surprise for later, because I think it'll be kind of cool. At least I think it will be. So I'll let that sit there and drain. Alright, so oil is almost out. Adjust the drain pan a little bit. I can let all of the oil out of the filter. It does make a little bit of a mess on the hoses. Or can. Alright, already got the new filter lubed up and everything. So we're just going to drop it on there. Already got the date and whatnot on there. Pretty easy process. Hand tight plus a little bit. Plenty. Can't stand when, you saw how easy that one came off. I can't stand when people over tighten them. Gotta take and wipe underneath it. Make sure I get all of the, like that. Not a whole lot I can do about that right there, but on the hoses. I'll take and clean up all these hydraulic outlets and stuff too. Got my drain plug all cleaned up. Find out where my drain plug goes down here. We'll get it nice and tight. Okay, now we can add oil. That's done. Let me just make sure you can see this. It's done through there. I can't remember how much it takes. I want to say, oh, here, it's on the lid. 5.6 quarts. So that's how much we're going to add. And I'm just going to take it out of my bulk 5-gallon bucket. So let me get my oil added back in there and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it some more. All right, so we've got a full oil pan now, right at the top of the full mark. Now obviously we haven't accounted for the fact that the filter is empty. I know a lot of people say, why don't I fill the filter first? The filter's on its side, so most of it comes out anyway. So let's see if we can crank it up here. See if it screams at us or warns us or something. Didn't appear to be any warnings or whatnot. So now let's see where we're at fill wise. So we've gone down about, I don't know, about a ½ inch, which is fine. So I think that's where we're going to leave it and call this oil change good. I shouldn't need to change it again unless we just get a ton of snow. I shouldn't need to change it again until spring. So also while we're at it, I checked the air filter. Show you. So I checked the air filter. Air filter was fine. Did have a little bit of frozen water coming out of the. So I think the battery died in there somewhere. I was saying about the. I don't even remember where it was at. I was talking about the water in the dust ejector, not a big deal. And maybe I already said this, I can't remember exactly where I was at in the video. But this summer I'll change a hydraulic oil, I'll change the fuel filters, and I'll change the front axle oil. Other than that, maintenance is pretty minimal in this thing. Grease the front axle and that's about it. That's the only true grease point aside from the 3-point. Blower wise, we're doing pretty good back here. Greased it all this morning before I started going. Probably going to grease the chain before I head out this next time. And other than that, we should be cooking right along. So I think that's it for this video. I will, the next video will also be some snow removal, so hopefully you enjoy a week worth of snow removal videos. If you haven't done so already, check out the website. Just my username.com, www.mmrbeef.com. If you have questions, leave them in a comment, leave them in the, send me a contact us form on the website, whatever. So thanks for watching.